All right. Are we good? I know it's out of focus. I don't care. All right, people. Oh. Get me south. That will get me south. I can't even keep one viewer. Unbelievable. I don't really care. Oh, that's my pilot buddy. I think I can go south if I go this way. I just
right turn at the end of the road and then left turn onto I-405 south.
All right, I never go this way. I never take the freeway south from here, but that's what we're doing.
Next left onto I-405 south.
Oh, this is a tight turn. Look at this. Woo!
In 1 mile, the exit on the right.
1 mile? Are they going to take me off at Hawthorne? I don't want to get off on Hawthorne. I want to get off on Crenshaw. That's what they're going to do. Well, that's what they're going to try to do. All right, I know. We got Savory Gourmet, and we got this guy that didn't want to let me in. It's a BMW, that's why. All right, so the next exit is Hawthorne. I don't want to drive for 6 miles on Hawthorne, so we're going to take Crenshaw. I don't know if I have any viewers, so let's see. Where are we at? Today is Wednesday? I don't even know what day it is. Is it Wednesday? Is it Thursday? Is it Tuesday? I think it's Wednesday. I don't know. My mom had a stroke last week. And before, when I moved into her house, I was her caregiver. Now I am like a full-time everything. Luckily, the stroke did not do any visible damage. Her speech is fine. Her body is fine. She's very lucky.
Next exit on the right, and then right turn.
Nope, we're not taking the next exit. So everything's fine. We got a physical therapist that's going to come in soon to. I want her to exercise the. What is this guy doing? What the heck is your problem? This guy's cut me off, and now he's kind of pass on the right. So I just gave him the finger. Fuck you. He saw it.
In 1/4 mile, right turn.
Okay, so look at this. Everybody's driving like a maniac today. There's no traffic, but everybody's driving like a tuchus.
Exit on
Look at this.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right turn.
Go. Thank you. You're welcome. Good night. I'm not taking Redondo. I'm taking Crenshaw. All right. So I'm doing all her cooking now. She hasn't been in the kitchen since she came back home from the hospital. She has gone from her bedroom to the bathrooms to the den sofa to her bedroom. That's it. She used to do her medication and she didn't really take it. That's probably why she had a stroke. She was not eating properly.
In 1/4 mile, right turn onto Redondo Beach Boulevard.
She was not eating properly, but she didn't care. That's probably why she had the stroke. I know. Well, we're going to Crenshaw.
In 1 mile, the exit on the right.
It's nice when you use navigation, but you know where you're going, so you ignore it. So, I got a physical therapist that's going to come over to the house to... I already showed her what the exercise is to strengthen the stand-up, sit-down muscles. And I said, this is up to you, because if you don't do this, you're going into assisted living. Once you can't get up, I'm not putting you on a toilet. You can't have a full-time caregiver. A caregiver in Los Angeles, 7 days a week, 8 hours a day.
Next exit on the right, and then right turn.
Is $8,000. That's for 8 hours a day. 8,000. So this is what I want. It's a lot cheaper to put somebody in assisted living than it is to keep them in their house. Unfortunately, this is what the Republicans want. They would rather put you in a facility than give federal dollars so that somebody can stay in their house. And that's just how it is. So, yesterday, as part of her benefits for getting out of the hospital, they delivered 30 meals. 30. Who's got a freezer big enough to hold 30 meals? I don't know if I'm going right or left. I'm all mixed up now. I am all mixed up. I don't know where I'm going. Torrance, here we go. I don't know where I'm going. I did this the last time I came out here. Am I going right or left? Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. So, they delivered 30 meals. An hour before, I had just gone shopping at Costco, and the freezer outside and the freezer inside were packed. Somehow, I squeezed 29 meals in there. But I called them up and said, what are you doing next week? And they said, don't want to, oh, what are you going to do? Cut me off?
Proceed about 4 miles to Lomita Boulevard.
Look at this. Yeah, I made the wrong turn. There he goes. Now he cuts me off. There you go. All right. What was I talking about? Next week, they're delivering 30 more meals, and the next week, 30 more meals, and the next week, 30 more meals. Where do you put 120 frozen entrees? I don't know what direction I'm facing. This thing's not giving me directions. I have no idea where the heck I'm going. 190th goes east and west.
Slow traffic.
Slow traffic. There is no traffic. So, I need to buy a freezer to store this food. My guess is any patient that gets this deal for free, it's about $1,000 worth of really top quality food. Anybody that gets this is probably overwhelmed like I was and ends up throwing most of this in the garbage, because where do you store this stuff? Most people don't have a big freezer. Most people don't have a second freezer. Most people can't afford to hop in a car and buy a freezer. So, when I told her, I said, the fridge freezer in the garage, the little tiny freezer works, the fridge doesn't. It's probably filthy. I can't get in there and clean the coils because I have no time to live because everybody wants me to do stuff. Oh, I'm Sam Kinison. There you go. Well, he was a funny comedian. A lot of problems, but a funny man. I think I'm going south. So, I just went over to Costco. They've got an awesome... they have an awesome stand-up freezer for $2.99. What a deal. I can't put it in the back of my little 4-seater car. I'm not going to rent the truck. How am I going to get that in the garage? How am I going to get it out of the truck? So, I'm going down to Pacific Sales. If this gives me directions, I'm going to go down to Pacific Sales and buy either a... I don't know what they'll deliver. That's the whole thing. I think they deliver everything. I'm either going to buy a chest freezer or a stand-up freezer or a very large refrigerator, freezer. I don't need the refrigerator. It's gonna in the garage. It never. We used to use the fridge. We don't do it anymore. We used to do it like Thanksgiving or big meals. We put food out there. I don't. My sisters don't talk to me anymore. My mom's probably gonna pass sometime this year. I don't really need a fridge in the garage. So, not that I couldn't use it, but I probably will never use it. What I would love to do, but it's my mom's house still, until it goes to me, I would love to buy a refrigerator, freezer, and just stick it where the kitchen table is. We can't buy a big one, because the fridge that's in there now is in a tiny, it's kind of enclosed in the wall in a small space for an old house, and it's like the second smallest size refrigerator they sell, and next to nobody sells anything, so you end up you get ripped off because there's nothing that will fit in there. And if I want to go with a big fridge, I either have to remodel the house, or I hope I'm going south. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, Google, how far from my destination? Oh, wait, it's not. It's not on Google. It's on the car's navigation. Oh my God, what is this? Oh. I'm heading towards mountains, so I'm assuming I'm going in the right direction. I don't know. I got a lot of cars behind me. My cell phone is blocked. Yeah, I'm going south. That's all that matters. I pretty much drive by direction. And when I get close, it will tell me where I'm going. So the plan is for the morning is to buy a freezer. But I'll see what they've got. If I end up buying a refrigerator, freezer, I don't really care how much it costs. I know it's kind of crazy that I'm going out and spending like $300 to $500 or $600 or $300 to $700 on a refrigerator, freezer, just to store $1,000 worth of free food. But it's the perfect time to get that refrigerator replaced. It's in the garage. The fridge runs, but it doesn't go below 44, probably because the coils are absolutely filthy. And we're running that whole thing just for that little tiny freezer. Used to put a lot of those salty entrees in the inside freezer and outside freezer. And those entrees are probably one of the reasons my mom had a stroke, because they're crawling with sodium. So since she had the stroke, I've done a lot of research. The biggest killer for Americans in their diet is sugar, but salt will give you the strokes. And it's kind of scary. You're only supposed to have, I think, like 2,000 milligrams of sodium a day. One French roll with nothing in there, no meat, no sausage, no meatballs. One French roll is 500 milligrams. You eat a slice of pizza, you're probably pushing your limits already. So anybody that's eating a regular American diet is going to have a stroke. You probably have it like my mom when you're old enough where you won't even know what a stroke is, but she's very lucky. She's very lucky. So I'm trying to cut back on the sugar. On the salt. I did lose a few pounds. Of course, I just had a hot dog at Costco, and I'm drinking a thing of soda, so much for that. But I'm trying to really fix up the diet a little bit. I think I've lost weight in the waist. My pants are almost down to my the bowling balls, but I still have the belly, probably because I'm eating the sugar and the insulin resistance and having a soda or orange juice but I'm working on it now, and I'm trying to do a little bit more stretching. As I said, I've got a whole list, like 20-some things to do today. I've got to install the tax software. I've got to get the tax papers prepped for my mom's CPA. I've got to start doing my taxes. I have to take her bathroom door off the hinges so that she can get into the bathroom with the walker. I got to do laundry. I got to throw out the trash. I got to assemble the shower chair. I've got to find out if they're going to give me a transfer chair and if they're going to give me a transport chair. And I'm just swamped. My to-do list, like I said, is about, I think it's like 15 or 20 things. And 95% of them are for my mom. Is this where I make my left turn? Okay, Google, take me to Pacific Sales in Torrance. Okay, Google, what time is it? It's unbelievable. This is just nuts. Okay, Google, what time is it? There you go. Google will not answer when you're doing a live stream. Hey, Google, what time is it? You think I have all week to sit here and wait? What time is it? I know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. My navigation is not talking to me. Wait a second. Why is my navigation showing director's chair on LA flights? How in the world is this navigation? I can't believe that it's even on this screen. This is on the Toyota screen. How in the world are they doing YouTube? How did... I don't know what's going on. I'm freezing. It's, what is it, like 300 degrees below zero, and I've got the AC on. Watch the weather. My favorite channel now, my kind of favorite channels used to be CNN and MSNBC. Now that clown is elected, I just don't want to watch politics for the next 4 years while he destroys the country. So my favorite channel is Grit. It's very manly, and you have to be manly. No, it's one of the best channels out there. It's all cowboy movies. I love it. I know, it's all shoot 'em up. I don't watch police. I don't watch any police shows. I don't like watching Dateline. I don't care about murders. I don't want to watch crime. I don't like to watch the news about shootings. And I like watching commercial fires. I enjoy when they put out a pallet fire or a commercial building. Only at night, because then you see the flames in the dark. Otherwise, I don't like it because I know that people are losing their jobs, and I don't like that. So, I don't watch CNN now. I don't watch MSNBC. I watch Grit.
In half of a mile, right turn onto Lomita Boulevard.
Oh my God, how am I going to get over when I got all these cars on my tush? So I love Grit. It's cowboys. I know it's all shoot 'em up and death, but it gets me away from the news. It gets me away from the world. And it's, for my brain, it's peace. And now my favorite channel is the Weather Channel. Why? Because when you watch at night, you've got Highway Through Hell. You've got the...
Next right.
You've got the tow truck rescues. I know some of these shows are 20 years old. You got the highway rescues. For the LA fires, they did a better job explaining the fires than the local right lane must turn right. And, of course, I hit the red line. Oh, I got the arrow. Good. I think I'm like 2 blocks away. So, I just watched the Weather Channel all night long.
In half of a mile, left turn onto Garden Street.
I'm ready. So, yeah, the Weather Channel is just a really fun channel to watch at night. And it gets me away from all the stuff in the world that I have to deal with. And then, since I put down my dog, which I still am nowhere near able to deal with this. I just can't deal with it. So I try to hide from it right now. I go out in the backyard and I feed the squirrels. And they see me and I go, squirrely.
Next left.
So I feed the squirrels. They know my voice. They know when I come out there. They know that I give them lots of good food. And now I'm taking care of Mom 100% more than I was before, and it's very difficult. Physically, emotionally, mentally, it's a nightmare. And I've even told her that. I said, it's a nightmare. I'm more than happy to take care of you and keep you out of assisted living, but you were absolutely destroying my life. And there you go. We're on this side little street, this tiny little road.
In 1/10 of a mile, your destination is ahead on the left.
Pacific Sales is an awesome
Your
place.
destination is ahead on the left.
The only bad thing is it was bought by Best Buy, but they're Best Buy, but they're still Pacific Sales. And for me, I would rather drive all the way down here.
You have arrived at your destination. The route guidance is now finished.
I would rather drive down here than go to a local Best Buy. These guys they're easier to deal with, and they know what they're doing. All right, people, that's my drive from Costco Hawthorne to Pacific Sales in Torrance. I'm going to go in there and see if they have something so that I can... I'm going to go see if I can spend $800 so that I can refrigerate, or so that I can freeze this food that they're giving my mom now that she's out of the hospital. Do I have any viewers? Probably not. Let me see. Who's here? Anybody? 3 people. I'll be back after I do some shopping.